Hello, good morning to all. Today we have to study about single and double acting reciprocating pump. The topic is subject of basic of mechanical engineering. Topic to be covered in this the video. Introduction part of the pump, working of single acting reciprocating pump and working of double acting reciprocating pump. Single acting works on a single side and double acting pump work on a both side of the piston. In detail we have to cover in our next slide. The introduction. The reciprocating pump is a positive displacement pump which operate on the principle of actual displacement or pulsing of liquid by a piston or plunger that exert a reciprocating motion in a closely fitting cylinder. Here the what is the meaning of positive displacement? The positive displacement meaning is that we have to push the any liquid or any air by any piston cylinder arrangement, that's called a positive displacement. The principle of this positive displacement is pulsing of liquid by the piston or any plunger which enclosed by a closely fitted with cylinder. The liquid is alternately down from the sump and fill into the suction side of the cylinder, then lead to discharge side of the cylinder as emptied to the delivery pipe. First, the liquid is sucked from the suction tank and enter into the suction line. Then after the liquid is enter into the cylinder. After the compression stroke, the liquid is pressurized and come out from the delivery line and goes to a delivery pipe to empty tank. This is the single acting reciprocating pump diagram. First we have to know the all component part parameter is this is the crankshaft which is rotate in a circular motion and driven by the any external motor. Next is a connecting rod. Connecting rod is connected with the piston shaft and crankshaft are connected. Then the cross head cross is the connected to a direct to piston. This is a piston. There is a two black line we have to sort. This is called as a piston ring. It's give a insulation from the piston top side to piston downside, means this is the liquid and this is the atmospheric condition. We cannot interchange with each other by the pressure fluid through the piston. So piston ring is provided. This is the suction line where the water inlet. This is the discharge line where the water outlet from this point. The most basic function of this valve, suction valve and discharge valve, these both valve are running on pressure difference. This valve R is a one way valve. It gives the one time water or any working fluid out and other condition it's not work on a reverse flow. If you have to consider this is the we have to put that type of the valve T-shaped valve. This is a one way valve. If you have to pressurize from the bottom side, the valve is open. If you have to pressurize from the top side, the valve may be closed. This means it's work on a single way and working based on pressure. When the crank turns clockwise direction from IDC to ODC, IDC to to ODC means crank rotate 180 revolution. Crank revolve 180 revolution, then the piston move left side to right side. The piston move from left side to right side. That maybe is increase the volume of cylinder. That means is increase the volume of cylinder. When the volume is increased, the pressure was dropped down. The pressure was dropped down. At this time, the discharge valve is closed and suction valve is open. So it's create a vacuum inside the cylinder. When the water is sucked from the suction tank and enter into the suction line, then the water is sucked from the suction tank and enter into the suction line. Then after the water is enter into the piston cylinder arrangement. Then the water is enter into the cylinder arrangement. This causes the suction valve open, liquid force to from sump into the cylinder and left side of the piston. Then this is the first stroke as a suction stroke. The next stroke is discharge stroke. In the discharge stroke, crank move another 180 revolution, means move one another half revolution 180 degree. The piston move from left side right side to left side. It gives the volume decrease. Crank move another 180 revolution and piston move from right side to left side. It's give a volume decrease. The volume are decreased means that the pressure is increased inside this cylinder and water is pressurized into the cylinder. Then after condition is that the suction valve is closed and discharge valve is open. At this time suction valve is closed and discharge valve is open. This pressurized water is coming out from the discharge valve to discharge line, and this water goes to a top head tank. Means in this stroke the water are pressurized by the piston and water coming out from the cylinder. The suction and delivery stroke are alternately carried out and liquid is pumped from the sump to the discharge tank. Means that the one stroke it sucks the water from the suction tank and enter into the cylinder, and then second stroke the water is pressurized by the piston and coming out from the cylinder. Means one times water inlet and one times water outlet. The main thing and point we have to write after the completion writing of the single acting reciprocating pump. The single acting pumps gives intermediate discharge output. It's give a one time output, then that secondary time it's not give output, but at this time it suck the water. First topic we have to completed double single acting reciprocating pump. Now we have to study about the working of double acting reciprocating pump. This is the figure of double acting reciprocating pump. Here is the piston and working with both side of the piston. The part 1 and part 2. For part 1 inlet and part 2 inlet. Here is the outlet for both side. This is the piston rod and it is connected with the crank and crankshaft, which is connected with the electric motor. It's give a circular rotation to a crank and crank move rotary motion to reciprocating motion. For this pump we have to study about the suction stroke. when the piston move toward right side of the cylinder, means piston move right side of the cylinder. The liquid suck from the suction valve S, means the suction valve S. There is the first portion and portion 2. The volume was increasing by this side and volume is decreasing by this side, means right side is volume decreasing and left side volume is increasing, so that it's give a lower pressure inside the cylinder and create a vacuum. That's the effect. The inlet valve now open and outlet valve are closed. Here inlet valve is open and outlet valve is closed. Piston movement direction is right side. The water sucked from the suction line and enter into the cylinder. This is the working of one person's single double acting reciprocating pump. And the another side, the piston move right side, the volume was decreasing by the right side, so that the water are pressurized and coming out from the outlet. At this time inlet valve are closed and outlet valve are open. This is the valve position are crossly. Here the first side inlet valve is open. Here the second side is inlet valve is closed. For the outlet side, for one side is outlet valve is closed and the another side outlet valve is open. This is the suction stroke. Then after the discharge stroke, piston movement are right side to left side, means this portion are volume decreasing and this side portion volume are increasing. Then effect, here is pressure goes to a up and here this side of the piston cylinder element pressure goes to a down, so that the pressurized water coming out from this outlet valve, at this time outlet valve is open and inlet valve is closed. For on secondary side pressure is goes to a down, at this time outlet valve is closed and inlet valve is open, so that the condition is that for portion 1 the water coming out from the outlet line and goes to a top head tank, and another side the water suck from the suction tank and enter into the cylinder. This is the discharge stroke. When piston towards the left side of the cylinder, the liquid sucked through the suction valve S2, means here is suction simultaneously and delivered to the discharge tank into the point this discharge outlet. This is the end of stroke. Here the working of fluid, both sides are active. Here the working of fluid is both sides are active and pistons both sides are active part. So we have to say that the double acting reciprocating pump. Next, double acting pumps gives more uniform and continuous discharge compared to single acting pump. Here that the meaning is that the single acting pump SAC gives intermediate output, means one time outputs give, second time is not give, third time is give output, fourth time is not give, but the double acting DAC gives a continuous output because of the working of pistons both sides are active. Once is a closed, secondary is a open, there is the outside. We have to compare, the one is open, secondary is closed, but is simultaneously work, that the one is continuously working, so that it's give a continuous output from the cylinder and more uniform flow of the discharge. Secondary side we have to say that single acting reciprocating pumps give a less discharge and ununiform output, and double acting reciprocating pumps give a continuous and higher discharge output. But these both type of the pump are not pressurized pump. These are simple working types of the pump: single acting reciprocating pump and double acting reciprocating. But the end of theory, this sentence is must to be right for a completion of theory. Okay, thank you.